Welcome to GeoFlix Recaps. Today we are going to talk about a movie called Mighty Joe Young. Sit back and enjoy. Charlize Theron portrays Jill Young, who as a young child saw Andre Strasser's gang of poachers kill her mother and the mother of Joe, a newborn ape. The little gorilla takes the poacher's thumb and trigger finger. 12 years later, Jill has reared Joe. The other gorillas won't accept him because of his size, and the two are coexisting in peace until Greg O'Hara, the director of a wildlife sanctuary, persuades Jill that moving the gorillas to the United States will protect them from poachers. The two visit Hollywood, California, where they gain the affection of the workers at the shelter. There, Strasser approaches Jill and demands vengeance for the injury Joe caused to his hand 12 years prior after seeing a news broadcast on Joe. Jill is unable to identify Strasser as the poacher who murdered both Joe and her mother. On an effort to convince Jill that Joe would be happier in his wildlife reserve in Africa, Strasser makes a pitch to her. Later, during a banquet, Strasser's goon uses a noisemaker from a poacher to frighten Joe into a fit. Joe destroys the gala, identifies Strasser, and makes an attempt to assault him. Joe is given sedation before being put in a concrete bunker. When Jill finds out that Joe could be put to death, she chooses to accept Strasser's offer. While transporting Joe to the airport in a vehicle with the refuge workers, Jill becomes aware of Strasser's missing fingers. She learns from his comment that he is the poacher responsible for her mother's death. Joe flees when the truck is crashed by her. Greg pursues Jill and Joe after realizing who the poacher is in the meanwhile. At a fair, they seek Joe after he meets Jill. When Strasser comes, Jill ignites a fire while attempting to shoot her, which damages the Ferris wheel. Strasser is caught by Joe, who then throws him into some wires. In a moving moment at the Santa Monica Pier, Joe falls off the falling Ferris wheel while attempting to save a youngster. It seems like King Kong is plummeting from the Empire State Building. After surviving the fall, Joe is transported back to Africa where he is allowed to live in freedom on his own sanctuary supported by fan donations. Thank you for choosing GeoFlix Recaps.